And what are you going to do this time?
Third party.
Jill Stein.
Write-in or third party, I haven't made my decision, but it's one of those two.
Write-in or third party.
You just can't ask us to vote for genocide.
In what world did you think that Trump was going to be better for the Palestinian people? However bad the Democrats were or have been on this issue of Palestine, in what world did you think Trump was going to be better? But mostly we're going to be talking about some other things. We're going to be looking at pro-Palestinian supporters who either voted for Donald Trump or voted for a third party against Kamala Harris, now begging Joe Biden to do something before he leaves office, to do something about the Palestinian issue, because now it is apparent to them that Trump is going to be worse for the Palestinian people.
If it looks like ethnic cleansing, it sounds like ethnic cleansing. It's an ethnic cleansing campaign in Gaza and the West Bank and southern Lebanon. And Mike Huckabee was just named as the guy who's going to oversee the final stages of that campaign. And so our message right now is to President Biden, you've got to do something about this. President Biden, stand up for once to Netanyahu before Donald Trump successfully gets away with pinning this legacy of this ethnic cleansing campaign on you and you alone forevermore.
Now, just as a backstory, this guy is part of a people called the uncommitted, the uncommitted people who it was their position, it was their political position to say, we are not going to vote for Democrats because of this issue. We're either going to vote third party. I think some of them said they were going to vote third party, they were going to vote Jill Stein, or some of them may actually have voted Trump.
And what are you going to do this time?
Third party.
Jill Stein.
Write-in or third party, I haven't made my decision, but it's one of those two.
Write-in or third party.
You just can't ask us to vote for genocide.
These people protested at Kamala's rally. These people demanded speaking time at the DNC.
Now is the time to get out the vote, Michigan.
But as she spoke, she was once again interrupted by a group protesting the war in Gaza.
We all want this war to end as soon as possible and get the hostages out, and I will do everything in my power to make it so.
At a rally in Detroit, Palestinian rights protesters disrupted Harris during her speech.
He intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Before the rally, Harris had a short exchange with two leaders of the uncommitted national movement who called for an arms embargo on Israel.
Yeah. In what world did you think that Trump was going to be better for the Palestinian people? However bad the Democrats were or have been on this issue of Palestine, in what world did you think Trump was going to be better? It doesn't make any sense. If there's anything that American politicians are unanimous on, it's on the issue of Israel. They are both Democrats and Republicans, they staunchly support Israel. But even more so, the Republicans, the evangelicals, who now have quote unquote a religious reason, a misguided religious reason, in my opinion, to support Israel. There is no world in which you would think that Trump was going to be better. And thinking that voting third party was a winning strategy, you know for a fact that Jill Stein was never going to win this election. So your protest was futile. It didn't make any sense. In fact, it made things worse. And now you're begging Biden, the gall, not just the gall, the entitlement, the sense of entitlement you have to ruin the political chances of a party and then ask them to do something. If Kamala had gotten in, I think the chances of the Palestinian people would have been better. Now Trump has given Netanyahu a free rein to do whatever the hell he wants. And I think Mike Huckabee or so, who Trump is going to appoint in one position related to all this Israel-Palestinian issue, the guy has said that there is no such thing as a West Bank, that is Judea and Samaria, that all of the land belongs to Israel. This guy has said, oh, there's this Make Israel Great Again cap. This guy is even more pro-Israel than many Jews themselves. He doesn't recognize that the Palestinian people exist in any sense, in any context.
My feelings personally, and I'm speaking only as a person, I think Israel would only be acting on the property it already owns. I think Israel has title deed to Judea and Samaria. There are certain words I refuse to use. There is no such thing as a West Bank. It's Judea and Samaria. There's no such thing as a settlement. They're communities, they're neighborhoods, they're cities. There's no such thing as an occupation.
That they get out of their minds that people are living in lean-tos and tents, and sleeping in cars, circled around a tree. They're living in very well-designed and beautiful cities and communities. Can't wait to get back. I'm going to take an extra hat. I'm going to get it to President-elect Trump. Build Israel great again. Who knows? We may see him wear this out there in one of his rallies somewhere. I don't know. Can't promise that. I can only promise he will get a copy of the hat. Thank you very much.
These are the sort of people that Trump is going to appoint. And it's going to be worse. It's going to be bad for the Palestinian people. So what the hell were you thinking? Not voting for Harris, thinking that what was going to happen, voting for Jill Stein was going to somehow force Harris to do something or Joe Biden to do something. It's insane. It's insane. And it's even much more insane that you have the goal to ask Biden to do anything at this point in time. You had your chances. You had the chance to make your voices known. You had the chance to leverage on the election to make sure that Harris wins, and then use that as a lever to say, let's get this thing done. But no, but you decided to abstain, and you decided to vote third party, you decided to vote Donald Trump. Now you have to lay on your bed the way you made it. You have to lay on that bed the way you made it. And it's a bed made of thorns that you put on that bed. So I have no sympathy for these activists. I have sympathy for the Palestinian people. I think these people have made things worse for the Palestinian people. But I have no sympathy for these uncommitted people and what the hell they're talking about.